At 1:39 a.m., a motel hallway camera recorded a man entering room 6. At 1:41 a.m., the same camera recorded the hallway again. The door to room 6 was open. The room was empty. The man was never recorded leaving. In January 2025, Texas State Police began consolidating a series of missing persons cases that had initially been treated as unrelated incidents. The disappearances were spread across several counties and involved individuals with no apparent connection to one another. The victims varied in age, occupation, and background. Some were traveling for work. Others were returning home or passing through Texas overnight. None had criminal records. None were considered high risk. The link between them was discovered during a routine audit of digital location data. Every missing individual had interacted with the same motel listing shortly before disappearing. The motel was advertised as Red Hollow Motel, located along an older highway corridor west of San Antonio. It appeared across navigation apps, hotel booking platforms, and search engines. The listing showed a 6-room roadside motel with a gravel parking lot and a red neon vacancy sign. Photos appeared recent and consistent across platforms. According to state records, the motel did not exist. The physical building, known as Red Hollow Motel, was destroyed by fire in September 2018. Following an inspection that deemed the structure unsafe, the property was demolished. No rebuilding permits were issued. The land remained vacant. Utility records showed no electricity, water, or sewage connections since demolition. Despite this, in 2025, Red Hollow was actively accepting guests. The first confirmed disappearance occurred on January 11, 2025. A 29-year-old logistics contractor failed to arrive at a scheduled delivery location. His employer reported him missing after his vehicle stopped transmitting GPS data at approximately 2:11 a.m. Traffic cameras later confirmed his car exiting the highway toward Red Hollow's listed access road. No footage showed the vehicle returning. 5 days later, the car was recovered abandoned 30 miles away. The interior showed signs of deliberate cleaning. No personal belongings were found. On March 27, 2025, a 22-year-old college student disappeared while traveling overnight. Her phone records showed a booking confirmation from Red Hollow at 12:58 a.m. At 1:06 a.m., she sent a message to a friend stating she had stopped for the night at a cheap motel. Her phone went offline shortly afterward. It was never recovered. By mid-February, investigators had identified 7 similar cases. Digital analysts began reviewing Red Hollow's online presence in detail. The motel listing displayed behavior inconsistent with legitimate businesses. It appeared primarily in late-night hours. Pricing fluctuated depending on the user's search history and travel duration. In multiple cases, Red Hollow only appeared after a user had passed several other lodging options. Reviews existed, but were limited and unusually uniform in tone. None mentioned staff names, check-in procedures, or payment issues. Several reviews were traced to accounts that had been deleted within weeks of posting. On March 18, 2025, Texas Ranger Daniel Crow was assigned to verify the physical location. Crow arrived at the listed coordinates at approximately 11:30 p.m. wearing a body camera. The footage shows an empty dirt lot with scattered debris from the original demolition. No structure was visible. No signage, no lighting. Crow documented fresh tire tracks and disturbed soil inconsistent with long-term vacancy. While still on site, Crow received a booking confirmation on his phone for Red Hollow Motel. The confirmation included interior photos timestamped less than 1 hour earlier. Attempts to locate the listing immediately afterward were unsuccessful. The motel disappeared from all platforms within minutes. Throughout March and April, Texas State Police monitored the area continuously. Patrol units confirmed the absence of any physical structure. Drone surveillance detected no construction or concealed buildings. Satellite imagery showed no changes to the terrain. Despite this, vehicles continued to disappear after exiting the highway at night. On April 2nd, a delivery driver's dash camera recorded a red neon sign activating as he approached the access road. The video feed ended abruptly. The driver was reported missing later that morning. His vehicle was recovered days later, cleaned and abandoned. No personal items were found. The case escalated on May 2, 2025, when a 911 call was placed from the motel. The caller, identified as Laura Kim, stated she had checked into Red Hollow Motel approximately 1 hour earlier after her GPS rerouted her due to construction. She described the room as small and recently renovated. She reported that the floor felt unstable. 2 minutes into the call, Kim stated she could hear movement beneath the room. The dispatcher instructed her to leave immediately. Kim attempted to open the door and stated that it would not open. Her breathing became erratic. She said, "Something is moving under the walls." The hour ended abruptly at 3:12 a.m. Police arrived 14 minutes later. The lot was empty. Investigators observed fresh tire tracks, footprints, and residue consistent with recently mixed concrete. Ground-penetrating radar detected subsurface voids. Excavation began that morning. Beneath a thin concrete slab, investigators recovered personal belongings to multiple missing individuals, including phones, wallets, identity documents, clothing, and a digital camera. The camera's memory card contained video footage recorded inside a motel hallway. Timestamps showed the footage was recorded after the owner had already been reported missing. No bodies were recovered. Forensic analysis determined the concrete had been poured within the previous 7 days. Soil stratification suggested repeated excavation and resurfacing. Digital forensic teams traced Red Hollow's infrastructure. The motel's websites were hosted through rotating offshore servers. Payment processing systems were routed through layered shell accounts. Domain names regenerated automatically following takedown attempts. Recovered security footage showed interior cameras monitoring hallways and rooms. No staff members were visible. No footage showed guests exiting the rooms. By June 2025, Texas State Police formally classified Red Hollow Motel as an active criminal operation involving unlawful detention, abduction, and concealment of victims. On June 21, a truck driver live streaming his overnight route captured the motel sign activating in real time. Viewers urged him not to stop. He exited the highway anyway. The live stream ended 3 minutes later. The truck was recovered the following morning, empty, cleaned. The driver remains missing. As of this report, 14 individuals are confirmed missing in connection with Red Hollow Motel. No arrests have been made. No remains have been recovered. The site remains under surveillance. Red Hollow Motel does not exist in any official registry, but in 2025, it continues to operate.